I'm back. It's Martha, Queen One from Open Doors and Open Minds. Thank you for dropping by. If this is your first time, hello. Please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button so that lets YouTube know that you want to hear more from me. Okay? So don't forget to subscribe. Please leave comments down below. They're always welcome, good, bad, and ugly. But anyway, hey, girl, whew, I don't know how many of you have sold property, bought property, but it's always a challenge. It's always a challenge. And man, and I was no exception to the rule. Trust and believe. Okay? But guess what, y'all? The papers are all signed, and I am done. I am done. I am so done. And I had said that when I was going to be done, I'm just going to want to relax for several days. But the closing was supposed to be on August the 5th. I don't know if I mentioned that to you guys before, but it was supposed to be on August the 5th. The property went on the market at the end of May, the beginning of June. So that didn't give me a whole lot of time to do what I needed to do. So from the end of June, you had all of July. I had about 5 or 6 weeks. And so when I spoke with the seller, just in conversation, I said, wow, it's just me and I'm not really sure if I can get it done by then. And he said, well, how much longer do you think you would need? I said, well, maybe another week. I said, I don't know, but maybe. That was my first mistake, communicating that. And I feel in my heart, and I really do, that he didn't mean no harm, but the lack of communication is where the problem came in to start with. That was the first situation. So you're saying, well, what happened? So apparently he said to his attorney that he would close on the 12th, which is 7 days later. He wanted to close on the Thursday because of some religious thing they had going on, which, it is what it is. Okay. And so he said the 12th. That's what he told his attorney. However, his attorney did not communicate that to my attorney. So everybody, I'm getting my stuff together. My attorney's getting his stuff together. The 5th comes around. Well, actually, I think it was August 2nd. Got an email saying that the closing is being set for the 12th. I'm like, what? Oh, that was the first freak out. I mean, other than the fact that it's so fast, but that was not a problem. So I'm like, what? I said, no, it's supposed to be the 5th. And he says, well, he says, nobody ever communicated that to me either. And they communicated that several days before the closing and only by email. And that was the first any of us had heard of that. So it was like, what you gonna do? All right, I can live with that. I wasn't happy with that, but I can live with that. So the second piece of the drama comes the day of the closing, which is the 12th. Baby, I'm sitting there. The closing was at 9:00 a.m. I didn't even get out of bed because I'm like, I can't. I just want to hear everything went fine. The next thing I know, the phone rings. I answer the phone. There was an issue. Some paperwork, some documents that they needed, they discovered that they didn't have or it wasn't proper, and they needed to. I'm like, what? You wait till the day of closing to come up with this? I was upset. I was at the attorney, and I was like, look, I was at the attorney, but I was speaking to him, and I'm like, how did they come up with this? And he was like, well, that's their job to find out that information, and apparently they didn't find out, and now it's closing, and they're bringing it up. Okay. So now I'm freaking out because this is affecting my money. This situation that happened was affecting my money. And I'm like, oh no, this is not going to happen. So I had the realtor, I had the attorney on the phone, and they're suggesting that you don't close today. And I'm like, no, I'm not closing today. Because if I close today, I'm losing a lot of money. So I'm like, no, no, no. We are definitely not closing today. So by now it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm like freaking out. And all of a sudden, I remembered an email that I had read going way back that would straighten this all out. And y'all say I ain't got it. Whatever. But anyway, I found it. I forwarded to my attorney right away. Now it's like 4:30, between 4, after 4 in the afternoon. So naturally, they get it. They're really happy. They're sending it over to the attorney, blah, blah, blah. But that's not the end of it, because now it has to be confirmed. So needless to say, everything happens the way it was supposed to happen. But last Friday on the 27th. So y'all could go ahead and unclench them pearls, honey, because it went down. Everything worked out, and they own it. I don't. I'm good. So it was time for celebration. And so, we went out to dinner on Saturday. And I want to try to share my screen with y'all. So bear with me and don't be laughing, because I know y'all probably like, oh my God, this lady is too much. She is out of control. All right, let's see. Let's go over here. And I'm going to, let's see. What am I going to do? Yep. Oh, here we go. Yep. So, don't look at that. Don't look at that. Come on now. Don't look at that. I'm going to show you some pictures of my unit, but I want to show you where we went out to dinner on Saturday evening. And this is what Miss Kimberly had. She had a surf and turf, which had a lobster tail, a piece of filet mignon, a crab cake, and somewhere on here behind this piece of butter is a stuffed shrimp. Okay. Yes, Mom. We went out. We had a good time. And then this is what I had. Steak, mashed potatoes, and vegetables. And right here we had calamari for an appetizer. Don't that look good? Oh my gosh, don't that look? It was delicious. It took me 2 days to eat it because it was a 16-ounce steak. So yeah, that took a minute. And Miss Tasha had what everybody was hoping she did not finish eating the next day. She had lobster, seafood, linguine, Alfredo, I think it was. But it was so good. You see that lobster tail? And it had pieces of lobster in it and scallops. She said it was delicious. And of course, we had cocktails. Oh gosh, I didn't mean to bring it in like that. Ooh, child. Let me get out of here. Go back to where I came from. What the heck? Okay. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so we had a really nice time. See, back here is the stuffed shrimp, a filet mignon, lobster tail, and a crab cake. And That's mine. Ooh, and that's me. Hanging out with the folks. Yes, we was hanging out. You like my new do? Oh, yeah. So anyway, we had a really good time, and while I'm here, I might as well show you a little video of my old place when I left out. Is August the 21st. I'm going to turn that off because you don't want to hear that. But yeah, so I just took a little last tour of the place before I left. This was the living room, and this was the dining area, and this was the little hallway, and the bathroom had two doors, one to go into the bedroom. It's called the Jack and Jill. I loved my little place, and yeah, this was the laundry area, and this was my master bedroom and the closet. It was pretty big. It was pretty huge. I really liked it. And this was the second bedroom that I had. It was my TV room / office, entertainment room. Everything went down in here. Dancing party, and we had a good time. I had a lot of great memories in here, and I just thank God. This was my little galley kitchen. You could touch everything in this kitchen if you just stood in the middle of the floor. Honest to goodness, you really could. And I really liked it. I really liked it. And I was just so blessed to have been able to get this place. It's a story. I'll tell you the story one day if you want to hear it, how it all came together. It's a really fascinating story because one of the people that I gave the furniture to, because I gave away all the furniture, it was such a heartfelt moment because her daughter's story was different from mine, but kind of similar. And yeah, so this is where I used to live, y'all. And I'm going to miss that fireplace. I only used it around Christmas. In the last several years, I didn't use it at all. I mean, maybe 5 or 6 years. But I'm going to miss it. I'm just pointing out where the sectional used to be versus where it wasn't. You can see the difference. Yeah, so anywho, that's where I came from. And that's the end of that. The end. Yes, ma'am. The end. And that's me leaving out. Yeah, so that's it, y'all. That's it. So we're just going to go back to, here I am, I'm back. So yes, that journey, that part of my journey is complete. And the people who purchased it, I wish them all the luck. They seem like a very nice young couple. And I think they're going to have some good memories there. At least I did. Yeah. So anyway, guys, I'm going to just cut this short and I'm going to get on with myself. I'm going to be coming on a lot more regular. I don't know what happened, but something just told me when I tried to record that I needed to do X, Y, or Z. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that. And then, me, once I don't know how to do something, I start to procrastinate because I will figure it out. And today was the day. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go on here and I'm going to try to figure it out. And boom, it just was working. Who knew? What's going on? So what would y'all like to see? What I'm going to be doing next is, what I'm going to be doing now that I'm living here in Newark with my daughter, I'm going to join the gym, Planet Fitness. I used to be a member of Planet Fitness years ago. I really loved Planet Fitness. And so I don't remember why I quit it, but I did. But I'm gonna try it again. That gives me something to do. And I'm going to be maybe making videos while I'm cooking or just talking or taking a walk with Pebbles or just sharing my day with you. Let me see something. Hold on. Oh, I got a new phone, y'all. Because the other one, I dropped it on the ground and it cracked in 100 pieces. Can you see? It's a mess. And I couldn't see some things, but it worked fine. But I said, you know what? I'm going to get a new phone. This one has a lot more memory. So when I'm out and I want to record, I can do that too. So I was going to do something, but I think I'm going to save that for tomorrow. So tomorrow, in conjunction to whatever I talk about, we're going to talk about self-worth. Okay? Because once you find that, you will find a change in yourself, your life, and your surroundings. You know, sometimes in life we have to make tweak some things that we may not want to because we've had it for so long, or we've been doing it for so long, or we've been thinking that way. That process has been such a monument in our life. And sometimes you got to knock that monument down and just say, that's not going to work for me. So once you find that, you will find true happiness. And that's one of the topics we're going to talk about tomorrow. Self-worth. Please join me here. And, this is an interactive channel because, I could send you the link. And if you have something that you want to talk about as far as whatever you experienced or however your thought process is about self-worth or anything, come on here live. Talk to me. Don't have me sitting up here talking to my daggone self because I don't even know if anybody's out there. I know you're there, though. Because I know you're there. I don't care if you don't say anything. I know you're there, which is a great thing. And I love you guys. And again, please subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button down below. Make a comment. Like I said, whether it's good, bad, or other, it doesn't matter. I want to know what you think. If you ain't thinking good things, let me know. I could talk about it. Maybe I need to correct some things. I don't know. Hey, I'm going to know if you don't tell me. Okay, so speak up. Feel free. They say this is America, the land of the free. Don't be fooled. But anyway, it's free here to talk if you want to. That's for sure. And you can say anything you want but some cuss words. It's not that I don't get with them because I do use some of them myself, but YouTube doesn't really like them. Okay. That's something that, they don't like. But cool beans. So I will see you tomorrow and we're going to be talking about what? Your self-worth, my self-worth, self-worth. Bye now. Subscribe, comment, give me a thumbs up. Bye-bye.